I'm Bob Penafeather. I work for First Student School Bus. I am a driver. I've been a driver. I'm going into my 4th year. We're doing a little something different. Today we're going to do the inside of policy and procedures and the safety of children. When you pull up to a stop, the bus normally sits back by maybe 20 feet. Let the students walk to the bus. Reason being is that you don't know what the kids are going to do. On the driver's mind all the time is safety, inside and out. They have to have a bus pass to get on the bus. If they don't have a bus pass, and they should have one, then you have to notify the district. Auburn School District designates the routes and who can ride the bus, and we have to abide by those stops. We cannot stop in between the stops. And then when they get on the bus, the driver takes attendance and marks their name off. We have to drop that student off and pick that student up on the designated location that's on that bus pass. If the student is in 2nd grade or younger, we can't let that student off a bus unless a parent or a designated adult that's already on the bus pass and through the district can pick up that child. We just don't let kids off. Young kids, young students, and let them run all over the place. The driver is always looking. We have 7 mirrors, and we're watching outside, inside, watching through all the mirrors to make sure everything's clear before we pull away, as well as when we pull up. Number one thing is safety for the child. If there's any issues or questions, hey, let us know, or call the district. Everybody's more than willing to help out as much as they can, especially going into another school year. So now we're on the bus. Students are in their seats, and as you can see when you're looking down a panoramic view of the bus, the exit windows and doors are very clearly marked. And the reason is obvious. If there's an emergency of any sort, whether it be an accident or a breakdown, whatever it is, the bus driver will give directions and where to get out and how to get out. Now, another thing, when students are on a bus, they're excited, they're hollering, they're screaming, they're talking. Number one rule, is stay seated. Do not get up and start going all over the bus and walking around. If something happens and I got to slam on that brake, they got the seats to protect them. Another thing is the students, they'll get into loud voices and hollering and screaming. And I tell them right from day one, don't scream. Don't holler, because I don't know. I'm up front. I'm watching one mirror. I hear somebody scream in the back. I don't know if they got hit. I don't know if they got hurt. I don't know if they fell. Another reason to keep their voices at room level is emergency vehicles. And this happens a lot. Again, the students are excited when they're coming home from school and they're hollering, they're screaming. You try to keep them down, not quiet, but keep the voices down in order to hear emergency vehicles. And you know what it's like when you're driving in your car with all the windows closed and a radio on, you can't hear. It's the same thing with a bus when you've got 35 students talking and screaming and joking around and whatever. So now I'm going to go through some of the things the driver has to do after each run. Now, the last student's off the bus. We clear the bus. You look for a safe place to pull the bus over, and then you secure the bus. I pull a wand out. Then I hit the wand. I turn that on, scan my tag. So it tells me, okay, Bob's on this bus. Then I hit this yellow button so they know it's me on this bus, and I'm doing a student check. And I walk down, I'm looking each seat, and I'm looking underneath the seats, behind the seats, as I'm walking down the bus. The reason for that, some of these little ones, they can get underneath the seat and you'll never see them. So we're constantly looking. And as I get to the end of the bus, I take my wand again and I hit it up here. That says that I walked the bus, checked the bus, and it says, okay, I certify, report submitted. I hit yes, and it immediately goes to headquarters here in Auburn. Then as I'm walking back to my seat, I'm looking down again, and I'm doing a double check for sleeping children's. Articles is a big thing. The students will leave backpacks. They'll leave their cell phones on a seat. So you pick it up, and if you find something like that, we take it with us back to the terminal, tell them we found a phone or a backpack, and they make sure that it gets back to the student. And this check I just did is done after each run. Not done at the end of the day only, but after each run we have to do that. Be very careful when you're driving. Do not pass the reds. The only other thing I want to say is be very kind and polite to your bus driver. It's a very long walk home. Be safe, stay healthy, laugh often. Until the next time, thanks for watching.